name is Tina VanDerwerker. I'm from Berkshire Hathaway Clifton Park office, and I am here with Dan Barner from Prolific Marketing. Hi, Dan. How are you?
Great, Tina. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you so much for meeting with me today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
So, we kind of talked a little bit about, we're just going to talk a little bit about your business and, let customers get to know you and what you do. So, can you kind of tell me a little bit about what you do for your business?
absolutely. So I own Prolific Marketing. We're located in Ballston Spa, and we are what we would call a full service marketing company. That means we do online and offline marketing. So we do website builds and website management, social media and email marketing, Facebook ads, Google ads, photo, video, graphic design, print materials. We try and be as much of a one-stop shop as we can be so that business owners don't have to deal with several different people for their marketing needs.
Yeah, it's definitely easier to just go to one place and then you have their logos, you have all the information that you need, and then you can kind of take care of everything.
Exactly. Our customers are the typical, busy small business owner. They don't have time to deal with a million different contacts. And so they can know that we're going to take care of things for them. There's going to be continuity across all their marketing because it's all being done by the same firm. And that's going to ultimately provide them with a better outcome and a better look when they're coming across to their target market.
Yeah, no, that's a good point that it's, you can do everything and you know what you've done already, so you kind of know where to take it if they need to do something different.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, great. What made you decide to do this?
So I always knew that I wanted to own some sort of business. I didn't know what kind of business. And I was attending the College of St. Rose, studying business and marketing. And I was doing an internship, and the person I was interning for was also one of my college professors. And he said, you've got a knack for marketing. He said, when you graduate, you should think at some point, even if it's a little bit on the side, doing a marketing for small businesses type of business. He said, there's a real need for it in the area. And he said, I think you'd do well with that. So I said, oh, it's an interesting idea. And then graduation came around and I was applying for jobs, and it was back in 2011 when there were no jobs. So I applied and no interviews, no leads. And, I had great grades and was the most outstanding senior in the business department, and none of that got me any job leads. So I said, my expenses are low right now. I don't have a mortgage. I don't have a family to provide for at this point. I guess now's the time. So I said, let's start that marketing company and see where it takes me. And 11 years later, I'm still doing it. So.
Nice, nice. So what motivates you to kind of keep going?
It's I get to learn about so many different types of businesses, which is nice. And I work with so many different types of business owners, and get to kind of apply my creative knack into marketing those businesses and helping them grow. And it's really interesting to see when we start working with a business and then you fast forward, a year or two and see where things have gone for them. We've seen some businesses really grow in the time that we've worked with them, expanding and adding on, whether it be adding on more employees because they have a bigger demand, or adding on more equipment, or expand their facility. It's really fun to see that, and feel like we've had maybe a small part in that growth story for them.
Yeah, that must be nice to be able to see them, be able to grow because of probably a lot of the things that you've done for them to help them
Absolutely.
do that. So that's awesome. What would they say they love about working with you guys?
I think our customer service is I would say top of the line. Very responsive. We get things done quickly, which is not always the norm in our industry. Because there's a lot of demand, so schedules can back up, which we all face that. But we're really diligent about making sure we have realistic timelines and meet those deadlines, and so that we can deliver on what we're saying we're going to do, and making sure we're taking care of our customer. And I think people really appreciate that level of service that we provide.
Oh, sure. Well, yeah, like you said, sometimes you don't hear back from people and you have deadlines and, especially if they're looking to do marketing, it needs to be done pretty quickly. So it's good that you're able to handle that workload and, not take on too many clients where, you're not able to provide the customer service that is good for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have kind of an interesting mix with our team. We have a mix of in-house staff and then kind of specialist freelance that we'll bring in for projects. So
Okay.
those freelancers kind of allow us to they kind of have a buffer for us. So when we get an extra demand for some extra projects, we have extra people we can bring in. So it's we've kind of got a nice setup there. We've got some flexibility where we can meet those increased needs when they come in. So we're in a good position to help our current client base and new customers at the same time without having any long delays for anybody.
Nice. Any strange or odd requests that you've had from clients or customers?
Yeah, I mean, we have our clients are all over the board, which is nice. We don't specialize in any one industry, so we kind of see a wide variety. One of our probably most interesting clients would be Double M Haunted Hayrides.
Okay.
So we do most of their marketing work, and they're always up for doing something fun and unique to grab attention. So we've done a couple really interesting projects for them. One was we did a kind of a publicity stunt where we invaded downtown Saratoga with zombies.
Oh,
And that
nice.
was cool. We just put out a press release ahead of time to the media and coordinated with some businesses for photo ops. And we got a ton of news coverage on it. People came out for it to take pictures of the zombies. And that
Nice.
was really cool. We called it Zombie Toga.
Okay.
And then a year or two later, they said, let's do something crazy again. So we helped them run a competition where someone would spend the night in a hearse on the Double M property. And if they could survive the night, they would win a pretty nice cash prize. And we videoed that whole experience. We had GoPros set up in the hearse, and it was really cool. The person who was the contestant thought they were one of two contestants. That's what we billed it as. But contestant number two is actually one of our actors at Double M. So
Okay.
it was a setup the whole time, and it was really cool because we had different characters kind of terrorizing throughout the night.
Oh my
And
goodness.
it was, but our contestant, she was a trooper, and she made it through and won the prize, and it was really cool. So we created a 30-minute YouTube special out of that. So
Nice.
if you go on YouTube and search Helena Hearse Double M Haunted Hayrides, you can sit back for a half hour with some good laughs and enjoy it. So
I'll
those are
have
probably those are probably two of the more unique projects that we've taken on. And not that's the nice thing about being a small company like us. We're flexible where we can look at different projects like that and say, maybe how can we achieve this? Where not everyone's going to take on something like that because it's so out of the norm. But
Sure.
it's something we enjoy getting creative with and kind of thinking outside the box.
Well, and then, I mean, that keeps it interesting. It makes it fun for you too. You're not just doing the same old, same old. You can use your, like you said you earlier, you could use your creativity and,
Yeah.
really give them something special.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. So your business is located in Ballston Spa. So what made you kind of choose that area?
Yeah. So I grew up in Ballston Spa. I've lived here my whole life. And I never really wanted to leave. I like Ballston Spa. That's a good area. I commuted to college, stayed home and worked locally at a couple small businesses. It was just kind of a natural fit for me. I like the area. I like being close to my family. So that's why I chose to stay here, to start the business. And I've never really once considered about not being in Ballston Spa since. I continue to enjoy the area. I've gotten really involved in the community. Been involved with Ballston Spa Business and Professional Association and Ballston Spa Rotary. So I've gotten really involved with the community, and now my son is in school here, and the school district's great, and we're getting involved with Bark and T-ball, and so I'm pretty entrenched here. I'm in pretty deep. I don't think we're going anywhere.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it. So what do you like most about the neighborhood?
I think the people and kind of that small town feel. You're not going to get lost in Ballston Spa. You're not going to be overwhelmed by crazy traffic or, large crowds of people that you can't see your way through. I could never live in a large city. It's not my type of lifestyle. So I really like the small community feel, and the people here are, there's some really genuine, nice people here that care about the community. And, you meet those people that, you need something, you can call them up and they're there for you, whether it's someone in Rotary that you formed a good relationship with, or another business owner, or it's just good people around here.
Yeah, and that's super important, especially when you have a small business. You need the support of your neighborhood and your other contacts, in order to kind of keep that going. So to have that smallish community where you can build those relationships, and then you give back to the community by being in Rotary and being in the professional associations. And so people see that, and that helps them want to help you. So it all kind of works around.
Yeah, absolutely. It's super important as a business owner to be involved and be part of your community, not just have a business, but to be active. And I think that's super important.
Right. Absolutely. So if somebody needed marketing work, how would they best get a hold of you?
Yeah. So the best way is to visit our website, which is prolificmarketing.org. That's going to have all of our contact information, our phone number, a contact form that you can submit. That's the easiest. If you're not a internet person and you want to pick up the phone, that's cool too. Our phone number is 518-309-3047.
Great. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me today. I really appreciate it. I appreciate knowing more, learning more about your business, and, hopefully we can get some people, to try to work with you a little bit more and, build your business as well. So.
Yeah, I appreciate it. This was a nice experience, and I appreciate you thinking of me for being on it.
Sure thing. No problem. Thank you so much. Again, Tina VanDerwerker with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, and Dan Barner with Prolific Marketing.